Gonna get full. Jeremiah, we have a
Well, good afternoon, baseball friends, and welcome to another edition of Pickles Baseball.
Weird one.
Today we got a doubleheader lineup at the walk for an elongated celebration of Keep Portland Weird Day. This is going to be Game 1, which feature the Pickles taking on the Gresham GreyWolves of the Wild Wild West League. It is a zoo around here, so I'm just going to go ahead and kick it down to Joe Simons and Jeremiah Coughlin for the introduction of tonight's ball game.
Oh, he did. All right, here's your ceremonial first pitcher for Game 1, Gina Shaddix.
Go, Gina. Make it weird.
We can do better than that. Make some noise for Gina Shaddix.
Yeah, I'm not sure they can.
They did. It was twice as loud that time.
Okay. Gina.
Oh, yeah. Yesterday, that was a strike. It is now time to meet the starters for tonight's game. First for the Gresham GreyWolves. Batting first and playing right field, number 7, Matthew Matheny. Batting second and playing first, number 9, Kellen Krebs. Batting third, playing third, number 26, Liam Gwynn. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 8, Max Richard. Batting fifth and playing left, number 27, Tyler Reese. Batting sixth, the extra hitter, number 20, Duncan Yoder. Batting seventh and playing short, number 2, Danny Womack. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 10, Michael Miller. Batting ninth, an extra hitter, number 11, Elijah Maeda. Batting 10th and playing center, number 26, Chico Huntington. And batting 11th and playing second, number 1, Dylan Martin. The starting pitcher for the GreyWolves is number 27, Blake Stavros. Walker Stadium, are you ready to meet your Pickles? Leading off in playing left from Cal State Fullerton, number 36, Draven Nushida. Batting second and playing center from UW, number 4, Cooper Witten. Batting third and playing right from University of Hawaii, number 51, Itsuki Takamoto. Batting cleanup and playing first from University of Hawaii, number 31, Kevin Ferguson. Batting fifth and playing second, Jordan Barkis.
Okay.
Batting sixth and playing third from Southwestern Oregon Community College, number 32, Elijah Henning. Batting seventh and playing short from Santa Barbara City College, number 47, Aiden Garza. Batting eighth, the catcher from UCLA, number 30, Cashel Duggar. Batting ninth, the designated hitter from Houston Christian University, number 33, Luke Bard. And the starting pitcher for the Picks from U of O, number 46, Gus Rogers. The Picks are coached by Brian Grant. Griffin Williams, the assistant coach, is Jim Hopple, and the Picks are managed by Mark Magdaleno. At this time, we ask that you please stand, remove your hats, and direct your attention to the flag in left field for the Star-Spangled Banner.
Lents Park out here. This dog just went ape off of that. Didn't like robots. You're afraid of robots.
Well, that was certainly weird.
Well, see,
Yeah.
now who's saying it?
Yeah.
You know?
I have no choice now.
I watch my buddies like face down in the muck. So we listen to a robot sing the next song. I knew that would get you. I knew that would get you. All right. What's up?
Alrighty, baseball friends.
What's up?
Welcome in. It is
Fans in the house. Make
Keep
some
Portland Weird Day here at the ballpark, in case you hadn't caught on yet. I'm Mike Jacks, working alongside Gary, Crow, Sam, Simon, and Daryl. Skeleton crew for this afternoon's game.
we got bird buddies. If you're not on the bird and you want a chair, I think you could probably scoot in there.
Should be an entertaining time. Your home plate umpire tonight, none other than Picklebot 3000, who also graced us with a singing of the national anthem, or rendition as it were. Matty Stats not up in the booth this afternoon, not exactly sure what he's doing. Unlike normal game times, no shadows covering any portion of the play field at the start of this afternoon's game. Beautiful afternoon to be in the shaded press box. That is Gus Rogers, number 46, out there taking warm-up pitches on the mound for your Pickles. His battery mate for today's ball game, Cashel Duggar. Behind them defensively, Kevin Ferguson at first, Jordan Barkus at second, Elijah Henning at third, Alejandro Garza at short. Draven Nushida, Cooper Whitten, and Itsuki Takemoto, your outfielders from left to right. Optimus Prime checking in. How you doing? Meredith Henning as well. Glad to have you all along. Portland Pickles taking 2 of 3 from Yakima Valley, a batting practice win last night. Early game today, it's going to be Matthew Matheny, Kellen Krebs, and Liam Gwynn to start out for the GreyWolves. First pitch of the ball game. Over for a strike. 0-1. First pitch coming at 3:08 p.m. for the opening game tonight. Next pitch over for a strike. 0-2. Let's go, Coach Barkus. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Got him. Gus Rogers strikes out Matthew Matheny to start the ball game. 1 away. Though we are short-staffed, we do have Ron the K-Man out in left field. He will be hanging strikeouts for both games. I am unclear whether he's going to keep a running tally for both games or reset it after one. That one struck out to right field. Giving chase, Itsuki Takemoto off his glove and to the wall. In at second base, Kellen Krebs. E9 on the... Giving that a hit. So give Krebs a double. That'll bring up the third baseman, Liam Gwynn. Okay, friends, if you're listening to me and you're in the greater Portland area and you have the opportunity, come down to the park tonight. The brine-colored jerseys are back in stock and they won't last long. I already had Noah set one aside for me so I can pick it up later tonight. Make sure you get down here. They're $100 a piece, and they are beautiful. First pitch swung on and missed. 0-1 on Gwynn. Rogers rocks back and forth, comes set now. Looks back at second. 0-1 on the way. Outside, ball one. This is going to be another one of those games where I'm calling the ball and strike before Picklebot does, and I will be wrong part of the time, so just be aware. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on that one out to left field, but at the berm. Yay! Small child running after baseball. First souvenir of the afternoon acquired. Rogers set. 1-2 pitch on the way. Just a bit off the plate, 2-2. Field umpire wanted to call that a strike. He was overruled by Picklebot because Picklebot is never wrong. Look back at second base. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and popped up to left center field. It's going to be Cooper Witten making the catch. Gets it into the infield. P8 to put out on Liam Gwynn.
The catcher, number 8, Max Richard.
We don't get a kickback from the team shop, but you can tell Noah that you heard it here first. Now, Joe Simons might have more pull than I do, so if you say that Joe sent you, you might get a discount. You also might get charged 10% more. I'm not really sure. That pitch missing away, ball 1. Catcher Max Richards at the plate. Kellen Krebs out there sweating on second base. Gets a 2.5-step lead. 1-0 pitch on its way in. Swung on that one, taking it down to left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Hitting third and coming home, Kellen Krebs on his way to second with an RBI. Max Richards, a stand-up double. So GreyWolves get the first run across this afternoon.
Now batting left fielder, number 27, Tyler Reese.
So another runner on in scoring position. 2 down for the left fielder, Tyler Reese. Rogers' first pitch. Misses low, ball 1. Wolves are making dangerous contact early. Smacked a few good ones so far already. Rogers set at the belt. 1-0 pitch on the way. Fouled off at the plate. Count evens up at 1-1. And game time temperature here in the Lents neighborhood, 82 degrees and sunny, and no real wind to speak of right now. 1-1 pitch on the way. That one over for a strike. Count goes to 1-2. Jeff Austin checking in. That's right. You're coming in this following weekend. That should be a fun 3-game set. 1-2 pitch on the way. Fouled off. Count stays at 1-2. So in addition to this afternoon's game, we've got the evening tilt at 7 o'clock. We've got a game tomorrow night at 7 as well. I believe we have an early game tomorrow, too. We will not be broadcasting the early game. Pitch missing, ball 2. Okay, Blob Van Dam checking into the chat, and that's just a great handle there, friend. Well done. Richards extends his lead at second base. A look back, 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and hit to second. Barkis has it. The throw over to first in time. 4-3 the put out on Tyler Reese, and that'll do it for the GreyWolves here in the first inning. 1 run on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. To the bottom of the first inning we go. GreyWolves already on the board, 1-0.
This is how you build a community of health and hope. With award-winning heart specialists, personalized women's care, a hospital 100 years in the making, and dozens of clinics that bring health and healing to your neighborhood, all strengthened by our partnership with OHSU. Adventist Health Portland, all the care you need, right where you need it.
Welcome back, friends. To the bottom of the first inning we go, and you are watching Blake Stavros warm up on the mound for the Gresham GreyWolves. He is throwing to the catcher, Max Richards. Playing defense behind them, Kellen Krebs at first base, Dylan Martin at second, Danny Womack at short, Liam Gwynn playing the hot corner, third base, Tyler Reese, Chico Huntington, and Matthew Matheny. Your outfielders from left to right. It's going to be Draven Nushida, Cooper Witten, and Itsuki Takemoto for the Pickles here in the first inning. I have already passed along to Sam that y'all want more Dolphin. Optimus Prime, seeing as it's Keep Portland Weird and all, does Picklebot have the umpiring capacity to eject somebody? Absolutely. Pitch on the way. That one just missing ball one. Fun fact about Picklebot 3000, one of the names originally being bandied about was Picklebot 8008. Wind and the 2-0 pitch on the way, swung on and popped foul. Natalia checking into the chat. Glad to have you along. We do have a 3 o'clock game tomorrow, a Wild Wild West League game between the Wild Bills and the GreyWolves. 2-1 pitch, missing high, ball 3. So we will not be broadcasting that one. We will be doing the late game on Tuesday. 3-1 pitch on the way, missing high and away, ball 4. Draven Nushida works a leadoff walk. That's right, Picklebot 8008.5 was the next iteration.
Number 4, Cooper Witten.
This whole afternoon is just going to be silly. Cooper Witten at the plate. Taps home, twirls the bat once. Stavros comes set. First pitch well inside, ball 1. Scott Bell and Jack Metcho checking in. Glad you're both joining us. Cooper steps back in the box. Stavros set. 1-0 on the way. Just a little bit inside, ball 2, 2-0. Stavros now with the 2-0, swung on and hit right at Dylan Martin. Throw over to first base, not in time. L4 the put out on Cooper Witten.
Next up for the picks, the right fielder from the University of Hawaii. Number 51, Itsuki Takemoto. Woo.
Right fielder Itsuki Takemoto to the plate. First pitch he sees this afternoon, misses away, ball 1. Stavros into his motion, 1-0 on the way, check swing. Did not go, ball 2. Pitch missing away. Wind and the 2-0 in the dirt, ball 3. So Takemoto ahead in the count. Nushida. Oh, Nushida was doubled off first? Oh, sorry about that. My bad. That one over for a strike. Count goes to 3-1. So 2 down, nobody on. Wind and the 3-1 pitch on the way. Fouled to the left. Count goes full on the Pickles right fielder. Kevin Ferguson on deck should Takemoto reach. Steps back in. 3-2 pitch on the way. Misses high, ball 4. Second walk issued this inning by Stavros. 1 on, 2 down, and that'll bring up Pickles' first baseman, Kevin Ferguson.
Next
baseman from the University of Hawaii, number 31, Kevin Ferguson.
Is there a reason we don't have an ump behind the plate? But we do. It is Picklebot 3000 for this afternoon's game. First pitch, the at-bat, high, ball one. A little bit inside. Takemoto with a 1.5 step lead at first. 1-0 pitch on the way. Inside, ball two, 2-0. And we got a mound visit real quick. First one of the game as Max Richards pops out from behind the plate to join the conversation with Stavros. The entirety of the infield coming in. And Picklebot is infallible. You are correct, Optimus Prime. Yep, Picklebot is never wrong. Picklebot has more perfect games here at Walker Stadium than any other entity in the history of this venue. Mound visit over as Richards heads back behind home plate. Ferguson steps in. Stavros set, 2-0 pitch on the way, swung on, and that one's going to be dumped into left center field for a base hit. Chico Huntington over to get it back into the infield. Takemoto stops at second base. Give Ferguson a single. First hit of the ball game for your Pickles.
Now batting, your second baseman, Jordan Barkus.
Sam is delighting the crowd with the musical choices this afternoon. 2 outs, Jordan Barkus to the plate. First pitch he sees, bounce down the third base line, but foul. Optimus Prime summing up the mound visit. And we have a pinch runner. Luke Bard pinch running for Itsuki Takemoto. There are going to be a lot of strange things like that today. At some point, I'm going to lose track of all of them, and we'll just give up keeping the book. 0-1 pitch on the way, over for a strike. 0-2. Are the lineups likely going to be the same for both games today? No. No, the lineup isn't going to be the same from inning to inning for the Pickles, honestly. Or at least later in the game, that will be the case. Stavros' 0-2 pitch on the way, in the dirt. Gets under Richards. Everybody moves up 90 feet on the wild pitch. So Luke Bard to third in place of Takemoto, and Ferguson now at second base. 2 runners in scoring position. Tying run 90 feet away. Barkus behind in the count, 1-2 though. Stavros' delivery outside, ball 2, 2-2. Multi-Apples checking in. Glad to have you along with us. 2-2 pitch on the way. Low ball 3, 3-2. I will try my best to get you defensive changes and the like for both teams as they happen, but no guarantees will be made. 3-2 pitch on the way, misses ball 4. So base is Brine for your Pickles, and that'll bring up third baseman Elijah Henning.
The third baseman from Southwestern Oregon Community College, number 32, Elijah Henning.
Actually, Optimus, I spoke with Joe ahead of the game today, and we are going to try and use weird literary figures as players who we don't have numbers for. First pitch of the at-bat, check swing, is a strike. 0-1. Yeah, in all honesty, that wasn't Joe last night. That was the lack of information that happens around games like this. That pitch over for a strike. 0-2 quickly on Henning. Henning with a big chance to do some damage here early on. Wind and the 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on to the bouncer towards third. Fielded cleanly by Liam Gwynn, who goes to the bag. 5 unassisted to put out on Elijah Henning. And that'll do it for your Pickles here in the first inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 3 runners left on base. We're done with 1 frame. Your score, 1-0 GreyWolves.
Save money on your transportation costs with TriMet's Reduced Fare Transit Card. If you meet income requirements, get your first month free while you enjoy unlimited rides on buses and trains. Learn more and apply today at trimet.org/save.
All righty, friends, welcome back. It's going to be Duncan Yoder, Danny Womack, and Michael Miller for the GreyWolves here in the second inning. Gus Rogers in the 24.5th century back out on the mound for the Portland Pickles. Rogers' first pitch of the second fouled at home plate. 0-1. Danny Womack tossing the baseball back out to the infield umpire. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on and popped foul on the right. Count goes to 0-2. Rogers shakes off Duggar, now comes set. 0-2 pitch on the way, low and inside, ball 1. 1-2. Looked like center fielder Cooper Witten was out there warming up, getting ready to pitch later possibly. 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off again. Count stays 1-2. Crowd a little deceptive here right now at Walker Stadium. Not many folks in the stands area because it is warm below us. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Duncan Yoder strikes out, second strikeout for Gus Rogers. So it doesn't look like it's terribly packed down below in front of us. However, many of the picnic tables out in the outfield are occupied. It looks like Dylan's Hideaway Bar doing a brisk business this afternoon. Womack set. Or excuse me, first pitch to Womack, misses high, ball 1. Rogers pitching to Womack. Danny playing shortstop for the Gresham GreyWolves. Taps home plate as he steps back in. Rogers 1-0 pitch, over for a strike. Count evens up at 1-1. Outfield playing straight up. Cooper maybe shaded a step or two towards left. Next pitch bends over for a strike. 1-2. Rogers set at the waist. 1-2 pitch on the way. just outside, ball 2.
Jeremiah, as you know, Picklebot has never been wrong.
Not once.
Never.
You can't challenge that. Do it again.
Rogers comes set. 2-2 on the way now, outside, ball 3, 3-2. Now, if my memory's not mistaken, this is the second iteration of Picklebot. Wind and the 3-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed, got him. Back-to-back strikeouts for Gus Rogers to start out the second inning. 2 away, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, number 10, Michael Miller. I don't remember what happened to the first iteration of Picklebot, but it is no longer with us. First pitch this at bat, low, ball 1. Was it hit with a baseball bat? Is that what happened? 1-0 pitch over for a strike. Count evens up at 1-1. Now, are you absolutely certain of this, or is this one of those things of local legend where that's the story that you've heard? Wind to the 1-1 on the way, swung on and hit sharply down the third base line, but foul. Count goes to 1-2. Okay. Yeah, see, my memory gets fuzzy around that kind of thing. Did somebody wheel out a barbecue out to the right field berm? Oh, no, that's just a very fancy stroller. 1-2 pitch on the way in the dirt. Gets away from Duggar, but nobody on, so no worries. Although, really, friends, would it surprise you if some Pickles fan just tried to wheel in like a Traeger or something out to one of the berms? Rogers has his sign come set. 2-2 on the way, outside, ball 3. Could it be both? It is 2023. Well, I don't have an argument for that. Wind in the 3-2 now, swung on and fouled off.
Heads up.
Parking lot bound. Actually, right about the front gate, most likely. Count stays 3-2 on Michael Miller, the extra hitter, Elijah Maeda on deck. 3-2 on the way, outside, ball 4. First walk given up by Gus Rogers. Miller aboard with 2 down. Elijah Maeda to the plate.
Now batting an extra hitter, number 11, Elijah Maeda.
New cachet of baseballs being thrown out to the infield umpire. Pitch on the way, low and outside, ball 1. Maeda wide open stance. 1-0 pitch on the way, over for a strike. That one coming in at 74. Count evens up at 1-1. Next pitch on the way, just missing at 79. Count goes to 2-1. BBQ&B, a collaboration from Greco and Weber. 2-1 pitch, swung on and pushed to the right side, ranging over Jordan Barkus, gets it to first base in time. 4-3 to put out on Elijah Maeda. And that is it for the GreyWolves here in the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base to the bottom of the second inning we go. Still 1-0 Gresham.
Contest, Jeremiah, they're trying to hit some wiffle dingers over there.
Yeah, Jason and Cameron. They're each going to get 3 pitches.
Some play for the thrill, others the fortune. But the true legends, they play for the free drinks. Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze IPA. Live rangerously.
Hey, don't judge me. I'm waiting to run my dishwasher and get my laundry done after this peak time event is over. You know, those times when you get rewarded for shifting your energy use away from the times when energy use is high or prices are expensive. And when we all just shift a little, it helps bring more sustainable resources into the mix. So relax. Learn more about shifting energy today at portlandgeneral.com/shift.
Welcome back. Jeremiah Coughlin's still out on the field. He might be playing third base for the GreyWolves this inning. No, he's being led away by Dylan now. Never mind.
Leading off for the Pickles.
Alejandro Garza, Cashel Duggar, and Luke Bard for your Pickles. Stavros back out for another inning's worth of work. He winds and deals. First pitch inside, ball one. Into his motion, 1-0 on the way. Low and inside, ball two. That one coming in at 81. Wastes little time. 2-0 on the way. Bouncer up the middle, ranging over Danny Womack's got it. Throw over to first in time. 6-3 the put out on Garza.
Now batting, number 30, Cashel Duggar.
It is Keep Portland Weird Day, and Sam has unearthed some interesting sound bites to play between at-bats. I was captivated by the last one. Pitch on the way. Just missing outside. 76-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch, 1-0. Next pitch on the way. That one misses inside. Ball two. Very thin strand of shadows along the outfield dirt at the warning track. 2-0 pitch on the way. Swung on. That one hit out towards left field. Tyler Reese takes a couple steps over and has it. F7 the put out on Duggar.
Now batting, number 33, Luke Bard.
Nobody on, two down for the Pickles designated hitter, number 33, Luke Bard. First pitch over the inside part of the plate for a strike, 0-1. Next pitch on the way, that one missing inside, ball one. Count evens up on Luke. Wide and the pitch on the way, swung on and that one hit up the middle. Nice snag. Stavros has it underhands to first. 1-3 the put out on Luke Bard, and that will do it for the Pickles here in the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We are headed to the top of the third inning. GreyWolves 1, Pickles nothing.
Tired of beer that's just too bland? Not a problem anymore! Introducing the amazing Voodoo Ranger IPA. It's bright, hoppy, and comes in a variety of options. Plus, you can take it almost anywhere. Stop drinking boring beer. Instead, join the many others living rangerously today. But wait, there's more. Call 833-V-RANGER. That's 833-V-RANGER to get free Rangerousness. Live rangerously today. Call now.
I'm just not ready to go back to a gym.
Well, clearly you haven't gone crunch mode.
Crunch mode?
It's the feeling that you get
When you finish up a set.
Everyone working up a sweat. When you're hating your trainer, the lover when you're done.
Working out the meal, you know the one. Yeah, that's crunch mode.
crunch mode.
Join Crunch Fitness. Membership start at $9.99 a month.
Fitness.
Welcome back, baseball friends. We are headed to the top of the third inning. Your numbers across the board so far in this ball game for the Gresham GreyWolves: 1 run on 2 base hits, no errors. For your Portland Pickles, no runs on 1 base hit and no errors. Chico Huntington, Dylan Martin, and Matthew Matheny will be facing Gus Rogers. First pitch swung on and missed, 0-1. Rogers rocking the green cleats. Brings in the 0-1 in the dirt, ball 1. Green cleats and the high socks out there on the mound. Sorry, what was that? Oh, they're U of O cleats, nice. Matches the pickle green nicely. Next pitch swung on and missed. Count goes to 1-2. Rogers stares in, comes set. 1-2 on the way, misses outside, ball 2. That one coming in at 74. Count evens up. Huntington waits on the 2-2 pitch in the dirt, ball 3. Nice stop by Duggar. Rogers steps off the side of the mound as his catcher walks back behind home plate. Climbs back up on the third base side, comes set. 3-2 on the way. Got him looking, strike 3. 4th strikeout for Gus Rogers. Ron the K-Man gonna have to hang strikeout number 4 out there. Tom Jones checking in. I wondered when you'd get here, friend. We got early baseball today. Bunt shown, pulled back. Pitch over for a strike. 0-1. That's second baseman Dylan Martin at the plate. Batting 11th in the lineup for the GreyWolves. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and stroked out to left. That is going to get down. Alejandro Garza was given chase. It looked like Draven Nushita had held up tracking that. So credit Dylan Martin with a single. That'll turn the lineup over. Right fielder Matthew Matheny to the plate. Martin with a short lead over at first. First pitch misses low and away, ball 1. Here early today, temperature still climbing this afternoon. Wide and the 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and hit into shallow center field. Coming in and making the catch is Cooper Witten. Dylan Martin retreats to first base. P8 the put out on Matheny. That was a whole family of Dolphins at one time.
No, that ain't number 9, Kellen Krebs.
Didn't even know we could do that. Runner on at first, 2 down for first baseman Kellen Krebs. First pitch he sees this at bat. He hits out towards second base. Barkis makes the stop, but can't hang on to it. Gonna guess that's gonna go down as an infield single. Barkis did look back at the scoreboard to make sure the E4 did not go up there. Rogers set. His first pitch to Liam Gwynn. In the dirt, ball one. Got an underdugger. He lost track of it for a second. Runners thought about going and then thought better of it. Martin on at second. Krebs on at first. 1-0 pitch to Gwen. Swung on and missed. Swung through a 74-mile-an-hour slider. Count evens up at 1-1. Rogers comes set. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and hit towards third. No tag on the runner. Instead, the throw down to second. 5 for the putout. And that will do it for the GreyWolves here in the third inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on. Fans, we are going to keep it right here because we got ourselves a pickle juice drinking contest happening right below us. And if that isn't weird, I don't know what is. Here are Joe Simons and Jeremiah Coughlin.
Here at Jessica, Alex Ryan. Water Stadium, attention over here. We got a pickle juice drinking contest.
That sounds awful.
When we count them down, they're going to start chugging this pickle juice. Whoever wins will get absolutely nothing. Count them down. Maybe I'll take them with a water balloon.
I have no idea if this is going to happen yet.
Count them down. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, Kira. Oh, Ryan by a mile. Ryan, let's hear for Ryan, everybody.
Ryan's a trooper, dude. This dude knows how to party. Sorry, Jessica, and your friend. That was a good one. That was a good one.
All righty, broadcast friends, to the bottom of the third inning we go. Ron the K-Man, you should have 4 Ks hung out there for Gus Rogers.
Your left fielder, number 36,
Draven Nushida, Cooper Whitten, and Itsuki Takemoto for the Pickles here in the third inning. Stavros whined in the first pitch, bottom 3, swung on and hit hard out to right field. Going back on the ball, Matthew Matheny settles under it and makes the play. L9 for Draven Nushida. Actually, with as enough time as he had to get back there, it was probably P9. For all of you scoring along at home.
now batting, number 4, Cooper Whitten.
Nobody on, 1 down for center fielder Cooper Whitten. Stavros into his wind, pitch on the way inside, ball 1. Stavros has been working from the first base side of the rubber, 1-0 fouled off to the right. Count evens up at 1-1. Whitten lined out to Dylan Martin for the first out of the first inning. He steps back in now, taps home plate, twirls the bat once, and awaits the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, and that one lined to shortstop and through past a diving Danny Womack into left center field. Cooper Whitten with a single.
Next up for the pitch, number 51, Itsuki Takemoto.
1 on, 1 out for Itsuki Takemoto. It is a beautiful day out here, friend. It is a little on the warm side, not awful. Temperature still climbing, but then soon to recede. Pitch on the way, runner goes, throw down to second on the far side of the bag, gets into center field, stolen base for Cooper Whitten. So tying run now in scoring position for the Pickles. Coop gets his lead at second. Healthy 3.5 step lead. Holy cow. 1-0 pitch on the way, misses outside, ball 2. Danny Womack was creeping in behind him. It appears as though he'll be in charge of keeping Cooper somewhere near second base. Takemoto ahead in the count, 2-0. Stavros with a throw to second. Oh, that was a beautiful play. That was just beautiful. Nice throw from Stavros, spins around, nails Danny Womack as he's heading back to the bag. Cooper Whitten couldn't do anything about it. 1-6 the pickoff. That was pretty. Pitch on the way in the dirt, ball 3. That was a great pickoff move. Also credit Danny Womack for playing that perfectly at short. Wind and the 3-0 pitch on the way, misses ball 4. Second time Takemoto has worked a walk. Runner on at first, 2 down.
Next up, number 31, Kevin Ferguson.
Kevin Ferguson up. Singled his first time up, advanced to second on a wild pitch and was stranded there as the inning ended. Pitch on the way, swung on and popped up. Center field, Chico Huntington makes the play, and that will do it here for your Pickles in the 3rd inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on. We are a third of the way through this ball game. Your score still 1-0 GreyWolves.
Welcome to Stormbreaker Brewing, located off Mississippi Avenue in North Portland. Whether you're looking for something light, dark, hoppy, or not hoppy, we've got you covered. We've also got a full bar featuring seasonal handcrafted cocktails. Ooh. Complemented by an extensive menu with plenty of options to go. Come hang out by the fire pits for weekly trivia or book a private event. All ages are welcome, and don't forget to bring your dog.
To the top of the 4th inning we go, and a new pitcher on the mound for your Portland Pickles. That is Coach Jordan Barkus out there on the mound wearing number 23. Luke Bard taking over at second base for Jordan. Jordan will now be the designated hitter in the lineup, assuming we stick with the batting lineup much longer. Max Richards, Tyler Reese, and Duncan Yoder for the GreyWolves here in the 4th inning. Richards with the RBI double back in the 1st inning that put the GreyWolves on the board. First pitch he sees from Barkus. Misses low at 81, ball 1. Jordan set, 1-0 on the way, high and inside, ball 2. 79 on that one. Jordan set at the belt, 2-0 on the way. That one over for a strike. Count goes to 2-1. Barkus has his sign from Duger. 2-1 pitch, inside, ball 3, 3-1. Light tower out in left field, starting to cast a small shadow out there. Not deep enough into the outfield that any of the outfielders can stand in while they're playing, though. Pitch fouled off to the left. 3-2 on Max Richards. Tyler Reese on deck. Barkus set. 3-2 on the way. Misses high, ball 4. So Richards aboard for the 2nd time tonight, and that will bring up left fielder Tyler Reese. Richards tosses all of his equipment to the side. Gets a small lead over at first. Barkus set, pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off to the right. Oh, and 1 the count on the GreyWolves left fielder. Barkus brings in the 0-1, fouled off, same place almost. Was it? Yeah, okay, Gary said it was very close to the same exact spot. 0-2 on Reese. Barkus steps off. Now back on the rubber. Been working on the first base side. Glances over at first, comes set. 0-2 on the way. Swung on, popped up. Right side, will not stay in play. Just over the stands towards the pizza bunker. Specifically the Atlas pizza bunker, not to be confused with any other pizza bunker. 0-2 pitch on the way again, swung on and popped foul. Little battle going on between Reese and Barkus. Barkus reaches down, gets some dirt, rubs it into the baseball. Has his sign come set. The 0-2 once again plunks him. So Richards will take a stroll down to second base. Reese aboard painfully with the HBP. First 2 runners reach.
Now batting number 20, Duncan Yoder.
Bring up extra hitter Duncan Yoder. Yoder struck out facing Gus Rogers leading off the 2nd inning. First pitch he sees from Barkus inside at 81, ball 1. Richards a short lead at second base, 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. 80 miles an hour from Barkus. He's been sticking in the high 70s, low 80s. 1-1 pitch on the way, over for a strike. Count goes to 1-2. Barkus looks back at second, now brings in the 1-2, high, ball 2. I forget, you probably do want the line on starter Gus Rogers. I'll have that for you in a minute. Barkus set 2-2, swung on and fouled off at home plate. As his sign comes set. Jordan's 2-2 in there for strike. Strike three, yep, got him looking. Duncan Yoder down on strikes for the second time. Strikeout number 1 for Jordan Barkus. Number 5 for Pickles pitchers overall. The line on Gus Rogers, 3 innings pitched. Surrendered 4 hits, 1 run. That run was earned. Walked batter, struck out 4. Barkus' first pitch, the at-bat, missing, throw down to first base, diving back safely, Tyler Reese, closer than it should have been. Nice throw from behind the plate by Cashel. Jordan comes set. 1-0 on the way, floats inside at 79, ball 2. 2-0. Jordan has his sign, is set. 2-0 pitch. Just missing high, ball 3. 3-0. Barkus looks at the infield umpire just shrugs. Wide in the 3-0 now, swung on and hit down the left field line, but foul into the netting. Draven Nushid is going to wander over. Takes care of the ball. Everybody resets. Womack takes a moment, now steps in. Ahead in the count, 3-1. Jordan's pitch on the way, swung on and hit towards third. Down to second for 1, the relay to first in time. 5, 4, 3, your double play. Barkus and the Pickles get out of the 4th inning without surrendering a run. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on. We are headed to the bottom of the 4th inning. Your score still 1-0 Gresham.
Tired of beer that's just too bland? No problem! Introducing the amazing Voodoo Ranger IPA. It's bright, popping, plus you can take it almost anywhere. So stop drinking boring beer and start living rangerously today.
What do you think, son? 8 or 9?
For that, I'd use this.
Manscaped, huh? Son, back in my day, ladies loved grass in the fairways.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's not for down there. The beard hedger's for your face.
Oh, really?
The Beard Hedger features a rotary zoom wheel that provides 20 precision settings with just 1 guard.
Grip it and trim it, baby.
Introducing the Beard Hedger. Order today at manscaped.com.
To the bottom of the 4th inning we go. Blake Stavros still out on the mound for Gresham. He will be facing Jordan Barkus, Elijah Henning, and Alejandro Garza, at least according to the book. We'll see what happens in reality.
Number 23, Jordan Barkus.
Well, so far, so good. Barkus walked his first time up back in the 1st inning. Rogers now toes the rubber. First pitch over for a strike. 0-1. 75-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch from Blake. Oh, 1 on the way, swung on and hit out towards second. Coming over and making the play, Dylan Martin, L4, the put out on Jordan Barkus. 1 away for the Pickles now to bring up third baseman Elijah Henning.
Elijah Henning.
Stavros into his motion, pitch on the way, floats inside, ball 1. One 0 pitch on the way, that one over for a strike. Count evens up at 1-1.
Good work out there.
1-1 on the way, inside, ball over the, sorry, my apologies, over the inside part of the plate for a strike, 1-2. See, this is what happens when I junk the gun on Picklebot. I told you I would occasionally be wrong as that one fouled down the third base line. Count stays at 1-2 on Henning. He steps back in. Stavros shakes off Richards once. Now into his motion, pitch on the way, fought off foul. Count stays at 1-2. Richards settles in behind the dish once again. 1-2 from Stavros, inside, ball 2. 2-2. Got some action going on down in the Pickles bullpen. Wide of the 2-2 on the way. Missing ball 3. Count goes full on Henning. Next pitch on the way, misses ball 4. So Henning draws a walk with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and that will bring up Alejandro Garza.
Next up for the picks, number 5, Alejandro Garza.
Henning a healthy lead over at, ow! I was gonna say, Henning a healthy lead over at first. Garza gets dinged in the helmet. What did that come in at? 80 miles an hour, okay. Not awesome, not the worst. Henning advancing to second, Garza aboard.
Next up.
No crazy rules tonight. I mean, so it's not a Wild Wild West League game this evening. So no silly rules. However, the GreyWolves are batting 11, and the Pickles have reserved the right to change their batting order and insert people as they feel necessary throughout the ball game. So we'll see what happens. There is an umpire, Tom Jones. It's Picklebot 3000. One of my besties here at the ballpark. 1-0 pitch missing low and outside, ball 2. Picklebot 3000 is never wrong. Which admittedly does make conversations difficult, but look back to second base. 2-0 pitch on the way, fouled off. Count goes to 2-1. I've just learned not to argue with Picklebot. We usually talk about inane things like the weather or the woes of the Mariners' batting lineup currently. Henning a lead at second. Womack creeping in behind him. 2-1 pitch on the way. Check swing, doesn't go. Throw down to first, and no, not down to first, into right field. Everybody's got to move up 90 feet. Krebs couldn't handle the throw from Richards. Henning down to third. Garza checks in at second. That'll go down as an E2. Tying run 90 feet away for the Pickles. Cashel steps back in. Count even 2-2. Wide and the pitch on the way. Outside ball 3. 3-2. Luke Bard on deck. Runners get their leads. 3-2. Fouled off to the left field berm. Looked like somebody was about to go chasing after that. Duggar steps back in. Twirls the bat once. Wide in the 3-2 once again. Swung on and hit towards short. Nice snag by Womack. L6 the put out on Cashel. So now 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and that'll bring up second baseman Luke Bard. Sorry, had to check the number first just to make sure.
Now batting, number 33, Luke Bard.
Garza at second, Henning at third. Pitch on the way, inside ball 1. Garza's speed at second, a long single will give the Pickles a lead here. Pitch on the way, swung on down the third base line, but foul. Henning showing his hops, getting out of the way of that ball. Count evens up at 1-1 on the Pickles' now second baseman. Stavros starts with the ball behind his back, comes set at the chest. Steps off and fakes a throw down to second, nobody covering. With Womack shifted over towards third, that's going to be Dylan Martin's job to hold on Garza. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled straight back. That's right, Tom. You got to watch one of the Wacky Rules games last year. You got to watch a number of the Wacky Rules games last year. Some of the issue is the wheel has been broken. Wind and the 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off. Count stays at 1-2 on Luke Bard. Draven Nushita on deck. No, correction, that's not Draven Nushita on deck. That is somebody that I don't have a name for. Oh, it is Gus Rogers. You're right. Thanks, Gary. 1-2 pitch on the way. Inside ball 2. Wait, I thought Gus... Yeah, okay, thank you. That's right, my dumb. 2-2 pitch on the way. Low and gets past Max Richards. Nobody goes anywhere, though. Ball 3. I have heard that we might get the drone up in tomorrow night's game. This is strictly rumor at this point. Stavros shakes off Richards now with the 3-2 pitch. Misses low, ball 4. So bases brined for the second time this game. Luke Bard earning the walk. And that will bring up number 46, Gus Rogers.
46, Gus Rogers.
Line in the first pitch to Gus. Over first strike on the outer part of the plate. 0-1. Rogers batting in the place of Nushita this time around. 0-1 pitch on the way. Just missing. So the count is 1-1. It shows 0-2 on the scoreboard. Pitch on the way, outside, ball 2, 2-1. There are so many buttons to press, I wasn't sure whether Picklebot misspoke or if the scoreboard was updated incorrectly. Wind in the 2-1 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Count evens up at 2-2. Bard on at first, Garza on at second, Henning on at third. Pickles looking to tie this up. Stavros shakes off Richards into his wind. 2-2 on the way. Misses high. Ball 3. Full count. Nowhere to put Gus Rogers. Steps back in. Taps home plate. Twirls the bat around once. All the runners go. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Got him. Big strikeout for Blake Stavros as that ends the 4th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 3 runners left on. To the 5th inning we go. Still 1-0 Gresham.
Yovu Beer, classic American lager. Proud sponsor of the Portland Pickles. Locally owned and brewed in Portland, Oregon. Yovu Beer, classic American lager. It slaps. Yovu Beer, classic American lager. Proud sponsor of the Portland Pickles.
Welcome to Stormbreaker Brewing, located off North Lombard in St. John's, Portland. We have plenty of space on the patio or up at the bar. We look forward to getting to know you over a delicious handcrafted cocktail or one of our rotating fresh pints. Whether you're looking for something light, dark, hoppy, or not hoppy, we've got you covered. Enjoy our extensive menu for both meat eaters and vegetarians with plenty of options to go. We love our pub in St. John's and meeting everyone that comes in. Hope to see you soon.
8.5?
Stronger.
9%?
Yes.
9.5% ABV!
Juice Force IPA. Live dangerously.
Alongside the Pale Ale, Pilsner, and Original Ale with now, Rest Later. Leading off the GreyWolves, number 10, Michael Miller.
Alrighty, welcome back, folks. As you may notice, this is not checks on the air right now. My name is Simon. I am an intern for the Portland Pickles. I'll be taking over for the inning. As you may know, wacky game today. Coach Barkas is back on the mound. That's a pop-up right to him, and he snags that for out number 1 this inning. As Chuck said earlier, you may know, Picklebot. Gotta love Picklebot. I have guessed so many wrong times already so far. Up to bat now, Elijah Maeda. Also played for the Pickles All-Star team out in left field last night. Was out there giving some balls to fans. Always a fan favorite for those sitting out at the picnic tables out in left field. He takes ball 1. He takes foul ball, strike 1.
Now batting Elijah Maeda.
Maeda, big red hat there right at home plate. Very noticeable with red gloves matching too. Bringing the weird to keep Portland weird night. He yanks that one left. That one's going out right field, and that goes up and over. Takimoto unable to get that as Maeda gets into second base standing. Second batter aboard for this inning. Now batting number 26, Chico Huntington. He struck out looking back in the 3rd inning. He takes ball 1. 1-0 count Maeda chilling there on second base currently. Huntington takes a wild hack at that one. Fouls it back. 1-1 the count now. 1 out, runner on second. Barkus, as that ball goes to third base, holds runner at second, flies high up and over first baseman. Maeda safely into third base. That will be an E5. Putting runners on the corners for the GreyWolves. Glad to be with you too, JK.
Number 1.
Always fun, especially in Canada, from where you're from. Now up to bat number 1, Dylan Martin. Playing out at second base. He takes a wild hack at that one. Goes strike 1. Barkus at bat. Sorry, not Barkus at bat. Barkus on the mound. Sets, pitch goes away. Floats just outside for ball 1. Count goes 1-1. Sets up again. That one's yanked down the third base line. Just foul. Caught nicely there by the third base coach. Always shows how his team has soft hands. Comes from the coaching. Barkus sets. Pitch coming in. That's going to take a hack at it. That pops up in between right field and short. And Takemoto got it in right field. Runner holds at third base. 2 outs for the Pickles. Now back to the top of the order. Number 7, Matthew Matani. He struck out looking and hit out to center field so far today in his 2 at-bats. Looking to change something here. He pulls that one to second base. Throws first, and that is an easy 1-2-3 inning. Not 1-2-3 inning. That is an easy inning for the Pickles. No runs aboard. 1 hit, and Pickles lead it. Sorry, GreyWolves still lead it 1-0.
Walker Stadium, direct your attention to the infield as it's time for the world famous Dizzy Bat competition.
Woo! Joe, we got 3 contestants. Chris, Brandon, and Jason. The weirdest names we could find. Walker Stadium, make some noise for their Dizzy Bat kids, huh? They're gonna spin, they're gonna go get the Ruby Jewel sandwich. You ready, Dylan? You guys ready? Gladiators ready? Contenders ready? Head on the bat, bat on the ground. Spin 3 times. Or until I say go, whichever comes first. Just kidding. Count them down. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, go. See ya. Chris! Brandon. Let's hear it for him, Walker Stadium. What a Dizzy Bats.
Jeremiah, you fit so many water balloons in your pockets. That was amazing.
That was only like 6.
Yeah, a lot.
Thanks for noticing, though.
It's good work out of you.
And we're back here live from Walker Stadium. I can't believe that Jeremiah just fit 6 water balloons in his pockets. Those things get heavy too. We filled them up a couple days ago. Crazy here. And we're back for some action. New pitcher on the mound. We got Spencer Simon. Oh, wonderful last name. We got Joe Simons down below. Maybe they're related, maybe not. Most likely not. Hopefully, though, that'd be a really cool storyline. That one falls ball one. Swung on. That pops up down the left field line. As Raven Ushita's now up to bat. Left fielder. Walk and a strikeout so far today as well. As he takes that one, popped out to center field. Underneath it. Right fielder Tyler Reese gets underneath that one. Call that an F7. One away for the Pickles. Now up to bat, number 4, Cooper Witten. For normal night games, West Coast League games, you normally see him pinch hitting in around 7th, 8th inning. It's a good bat for the Pickles so far this year, having a decent season as well. Simons comes set. Throws ball one down into the dirt. Good stop by the Duggar. Simon again coming set. Pitch number 2 along the way. 68-mile-an-hour slider there. Just off the plate. 2-0 the count. 1 away so far. 1-0 still your score. Very low scoring game here today. Not much action going on. And to answer your question, no, Mike is not off today. My name's Simon. I'm just popping in for an inning. And maybe more later, as Chex just said. We'll see. As Witten takes a wild hack at that one. Falls 3-1 now the count. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 5th inning here. Finally in the home stretch, the later half of the game. Comes set. That one falls, catches the outside corner of the plate for strike 2. Count full now. Pickleball had that in all the way. 3-2, 1 out. Simon the pitch, and Witten takes a wild hack at that one. He strikes out. Unfortunately for the GreyWolves, Ron isn't putting up their Ks this afternoon.
Next up, number 51 is Suki Takamoto.
It's Suki Takamoto now up for the Pickles. So far, a couple walks for him. As he checks his swing, goes round, but ball's also in the zone. Oh, 1 count. Simon's set. Flies that one outside. Interesting, hasn't battled too many lefties here today. It's a bit of a switch up. This is the first lefty batter Simons has faced. Is that 69-mile-an-hour? 69-mile-an-hour slider misses low. Really likes that slider as an off-speed pitch. Floating under 70 is honestly pretty solid, especially mixing it up with that 79-mile-an-hour fastball he has. If you look at release points, it's actually quite cool to see how your reaction time has to change between it. The MLB and ESPN have done a great job of tracking that over the years. Pickleball has too, as that one is pulled down the right field line for foul ball. Full count now, 2 out, nobody on. Simon's looking to go 1, 2, 3 this inning. Sets, staring intently down the line. Flies it just high for, wow, it catches the top of the zone. 1, 2, 3 inning for Simons. We'll be right back as Pickles take the field.
You don't go to a Pickles game because they play some generic version of baseball that you could see anywhere. So why buy a sofa like that? Check out Perch Furniture. We are hometown experts, wholly dedicated to getting you a great sofa. Perch Furniture is Portland born, West Coast built, and our sofas are adaptable in every dimension and detail. At social media, we're at Perch Furniture, perchfurniture.com, or available in our showroom. Go Pickles.
Welcome back, baseball friends. Jordan Barkus out on the mound for another inning. It's going to be Kellen Krebs, Liam Gwynn, and Max Richards in theory for the GreyWolves. PDX Papermaker joining the chat. Glad to have you along, friend. Welcome. First pitch this inning misses low and away, ball one. Day game on a Monday, yes, friend. Holiday weekend. Doubleheader tonight, doubleheader tomorrow, though we will not be broadcasting the early game. We will be broadcasting the evening game at 7:05. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on and popped up. Shortstop Alejandro Garza underneath it, makes the catch P6 to put out on Kellen Krebs. One away for the GreyWolves here in the sixth inning. That'll bring up third baseman Liam Gwynn. Gwynn 0 for 2 so far today. Pitch on the way from Barker, swung on and lined down the left field line, foul into the berm. So after the 4th of July game, a couple nights off here at Walker Stadium, and we will resume games this Friday. Bounce down the third base line, fair ball. Rounding first and heading towards second, Liam Gwynn. Gus Rogers going to get the ball back into the infield. That is a double for Gwynn. First time he's been aboard tonight. And that'll bring up the GreyWolves catcher, Max Richard. Richards, the RBI double in the first inning for the game's only run, drew a walk to lead off the fourth, got as far as second base, did not advance further. Swings on the first pitch. Garza goes to Henning at third. We got a run down to second. 6-5, 4-6. 6-5, 4-6 the put out. So 6-5, 4-6.
Now batting number 27, Tyler Reese.
Fielder's choice gets Richards aboard. Liam Gwynn gunned out. What was that? All right, they did not make the tag there. Fair enough. So, Gary, does that go down as a fielder's choice then? It is still a fielder's choice. All right. So, runners on the corners, one out. Tyler Reese to the plate. Wide of the pitch on the way, swung on, and that is going to be dumped into shallow left field for a base hit. Heading home, Liam Gwynn, RBI single for Tyler Reese. Max Richards advancing to second on the play.
Number 20, Duncan Yoder.
I don't think, no, Coptimus, there's no error on that play. Was just a fielder's choice. First pitch fouled off, 0-1. Duncan Yoder is struck out swinging and struck out looking. 0-1 pitch floats over for a strike, 0-2. GreyWolves extra hitter behind in the count now. Barkus comes set at the waist. Now brings in the 0-2 pitch. Check swing doesn't go. Pitch missing low and away. Ball 1. 1-2. Yoder ready. Barkus with the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Got him. Strike 3. That is Barkus' second strikeout, 6 overall for Pickles pitchers. Runners on first and second, 2 away for Danny Womack. Need to reset the outs on the board. We got a little bit ahead of ourselves, calling the runner out at third. First pitch missing away, ball 1. There was the mental error of not applying the tag before coming up to fire down to first base, yes. Agreed, but MLB in the baseball rule set does not assess errors for that. 1-0 pitch swung on and popped up. Center field, Cooper Witten over about 6 or 7 steps, makes the play. P8 to put out on Danny Womack. Rally over for the GreyWolves here in the 6th inning, but they do push 1 run across on 2 base hits. No errors and 2 runners left on. We are going to keep it right here. I'll kick it down to Joe and Jeremiah for whatever silliness is happening next.
Yes, no, I know it seems like you should wait, man, but you shouldn't. It can go very quickly. I've seen people running in this stadium trying to get to Lunchable in time, and it's been futile because they didn't plan ahead.
I root for Marcy. We got Madeline and Adeline and Sophia. We got all of them.
Sir, is that the Vice
Addies.
slushie? Sorry, Jeremiah.
Yeah, Chico's mom's Marcy's going to win. We got a game of musical chairs, Joseph.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
That's
you guys
cool.
ready? You know how to play? All right, cue up the music, Sam. We're going this way. Clockwise. Sure. Okay, 5 contestants, 4 chairs. Do the math. Dylan, Sophia. All right. Take 1 chair away. The suspense. Oh, we got strategy going on. Oh, she got bumped right out. Marcy's going to win, I think. All right, down to 2 chairs, 3 contestants. Oh, they tricked you. That should be a foul. The best ever. Oh my God, Marcy's crushing it. All right, Abby. Down to Marcy and Abby. 1 big hat versus no hat. And Dylan steals the show. Just kidding. Marcy didn't win. Good effort. Let's hear it for Marcy. Let's hear it for Abby, our winner. The Addy or Abby? Abby, yeah, I was right. Dylan, what a rascal.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th with the Pickles, number 31, Kevin Ferguson.
So it's going to be Kevin Ferguson, Jordan Barkus, and Elijah Henning theoretically for your Pickles here in the 6th inning. Wind and the pitch on the way, over first ball, 1-0. The line on Blake Stavros, 4 innings pitch, scattered 2 hits, did not give up a run, walked 6, hit a batter, and struck out 1. 1-0 pitch on the way, in there for a strike. Count evens up at 1-1. Spencer Simon taking over last inning, went 1-2-3. Wind in the 1-1 pitch, swung on and bounced foul towards the Pickles dugout. Count goes to 1-2 on the Pickles first baseman. GreyWolves getting their first run of the ball game in the first, picking up the second in the top of the last inning. Pitch on the way. Inside, ball 2. Only 2 games in the West Coast League tonight. The Cowlitz Black Bears hosting the Springfield Drifters and the Falcons hosting the Corvallis Knights. Both of those games going off at 6:30. 2-2 pitch on the way. Low and outside, ball 3. Count goes full on Ferguson. Twirls the bat as he steps back in. Simon comes set. 3-2 on the way. Ball 4. Ferguson aboard for the second time this afternoon.
Next up for the Picks, number 23, Jordan Barkus.
Barkus steps in, then steps back out, takes a practice cut. Now steps back in. Ferguson extending the lead over at first base. Simon's first pitch swung on and hit hard out to right center field. Just short of the wall. It's going to be a stand-up double for Jordan Barkus. Kevin Ferguson all the way around to third. Pickles making some noise here, bottom 6. I love this YouTube skit. Hey, you got any grapes? All right. Elijah Henning with runners on second and third. Nobody down here. Bottom 6. First pitch he sees. Floats in for a strike. 0-1. The bats are waking up, Coptimus. Not wrong. Simon's 0-1 pitch on the way. Fouled into the netting.
Again, for those of you that asked, the answer is yes. The Miami Vice slushies already at the party deck.
Apparently there are Miami Vice slushies. I don't know what that means. Somebody in the chat explain that to me. Simons has his sign, comes set at the belt. 0-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Elijah Henning strikes out. Third strikeout for Spencer Simon.
Now batting, number 5, Alejandro Garza.
Shortstop Alejandro Garza to the plate. Was hit by a pitch his last time up. Almost gets hit by that one. Pitch inside, ball 1. Are they going to be, the Miami Vice slushies? I don't know if they're going to be here tomorrow. Probably not. Those are usually one-time only things, and I still never got word on whether the corn dogs will be back. Bounce down the third baseline, foul. Count goes to 1-1 on Garza. Bounced out to Danny Womack to lead off the second. I mean, depending on the color of the Miami Vice slushie, it could just be renamed the American slushie tomorrow if it's red, white, and or blue. 1-1 pitch swung on and hit into shallow center field. Chico Huntington makes the catch, runner tags, and is gonna score. Kevin Ferguson in with your first Pickles run of the ball game. Raise those cheers, friends. SF8 for Alejandro Garza. Give him an RBI. Barkas had to hang out at second base, so tying run on in scoring position, and that brings up Cashel Duggar. A look back towards second base, pitch on the way, over for a strike. No, excuse me, ball one. Miami, anything feels like it's bad taste this week. Well, look back towards second, 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on, and that one is ripped out to right field. However, Matthew Matheny able to track that down a few steps in front of the warning track. L9, the put out on Duggar, and that will end the inning for your Portland Pickles, but they do push across their first run of the ball game on one base hit, no errors, and one runner left on. To the seventh inning we go, 2-1, GreyWolves.
Jeremiah, are you ready?
This is how you build a community of health and hope. With award-winning heart specialists, personalized women's care, a hospital 100 years in the making, and dozens of clinics that bring health and healing to your neighborhood, all strengthened by our partnership with OHSU. Adventist Health Portland, all the care you need, right where you need it.
Save money on your transportation costs with TriMet's Reduced Fare Transit Card. If you meet income requirements, get your first month free while you enjoy unlimited rides on buses and trains. Learn more and apply today at trimet.org/save.
Welcome back, baseball friends. Jordan Barkas chewing up some innings out on the mound for your Pickles, out for inning number 4. I'm curious if he's out here because he knows he's on the hook for the L right now if the game were to conclude.
Leading off for Gresham, number 10, Michael Miller.
Michael Miller, Elijah Maeda, and Chico Huntington for the GreyWolves here in the 7th. Got 3 birds just flying across the outfield now. Pitch swung on and hit towards short. It's actually going to be Elijah Henning with the grab, throw over to first in time. 5-3 the put out on Michael Miller. Quickly one away for the GreyWolves here in the 7th, and that'll bring up the extra hitter, Elijah Maeda. JK checking in. Good to have you along, friend. Zachary joining us as well. Glad to have you along, too. Beautiful afternoon out here for baseball. Barkas' first pitch missing low and inside, ball 1. Brought that one in at 82. Is that his high for the day? Oh, he might have hit 85 earlier. Barkas comes set, 1-0 on the way. Missing just off the plate outside, ball 2. Can someone explain what the All-Star game was yesterday and what is this game today? The All-Star game yesterday was the Portland Pickles All-Stars taking on one of the Wild Wild West League teams. The All-Star squad was made up of current and former Pickles players and Pickles family. That was a P3, was that not, Gary? Popped up to the first base side. Elijah Maeda out P3 as Ferguson makes the catch. This is another 9-inning game of baseball featuring the Pickles Asterisk and the Gresham GreyWolves. Non-league game here at Walker Stadium. Pitch on the way.
No winners in launch balls that I tried.
Misses inside, ball 1. So both games non-league. The game later this evening will also be a non-league game as well. 1-0 pitch over the outer part of the plate for a strike. Count goes to 1-1. Hopefully that answered the question. Barks' next pitch swung on and missed. Count goes to 1-2. Swings through an 82-mile-an-hour fastball. You bet, Steve. No problem. Well, I appreciate that, JK, and I appreciate your representing Edmonton here in the chat. 1-2 on the way, swung on and missed. Barkas strikes out Chico Huntington. 1-2-3 inning for the GreyWolves here in the 7th. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's still GreyWolves 2, Pickles 1.
Tired of beer that's just too bland? No problem! Introducing the amazing Voodoo Ranger IPA. It's bright, popping, plus you can take it almost anywhere. So stop drinking boring beer and start living rangerously today.
Friends, we're headed to the bottom of the 7th inning already. Take a look at that.
Number 33, Luke Bard.
It's going to be Luke Bard leading off, and we'll see where it goes from there. Spencer Simon out for another inning's worth of work. Wind, and the pitch on the way misses low and away, ball 1. Wind, and the 0-1 pitch on the way misses low and away, ball 1. Excuse me, 2-0. We've also got 3 outs up on the board there, friend. There we go. 2-0 the count. Pitch on the way. Over for a strike. Count now goes to 2-1 on Luke Bard. Luke bounced out to Blake Stavros in the 2nd. Reached on a walk in the 4th. Awaits the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and hit into center field. Chico Huntington didn't have to go far to make the play on that one. L8 the put out on Luke Bard, and let's see who comes to the plate next. I'm excited. Cannot wait to find out. Number 9, Nigel Calderon.
Number 9, Nigel Calderon.
That's right, Nigel Calderon. We got corrected on that. Nigel Calderon. First pitch, Calderon sees this ball game. Missing away, ball 1. Of course, Nishida's on deck. Of course. 1-0 pitch on the way. Over for his strike. 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Low and away, ball 2. Simon comes set at the chest. Into his motion. 2-1 on the way. Outside. Outside ball 3, 3-1. Who is calling balls and strikes? That would be the infallible Picklebot 3000. One of my besties here at the stadium. Orlando, how you doing? 3-1 pitch on the way, swung on and hit to the left side. Diving play by Danny Womack knocks that down. Couldn't quite come up with it all the way. Give a single to Nigel Calderon. And that will bring up Draven Nushida.
Now batting, number 36, Draven Nushida.
Rick Imus checking in. Glad to have you along. Calderon a lead over at first. Represents the tying run for Portland. Pitch on the way to Nushida, swung on and hit through the hole on the right side. Checking in at second base, now breaking for third. Nigel, the throw over to third base, not in time. They've got a rundown going on between first and second. The tag at second base, not in time. The throw home, not in time. Everybody is safe. Now wait, they're calling for a review at home plate. Gary? Friend, you don't get to call that. Gary is the scorekeeper. He gets to call that. No, Right, no, I know that, but Gary is the one who communicates with the umpires from up here. That is part of his job. What was that? Yes, it is Cooper Witten. Yeah, remember, nothing's going to make sense in the later innings here, friend. So Pickles have tied it up at 2 on that chaotic play that saw Nigel Calderon come in to score. Nushida ended up at second base. Everybody was safe. Pitch missing away, ball 2, 2-0. Optimus Prime also checking it out on the YouTube replay. Runner was safe, tag was missed. Look back towards second base, 2-0 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Count goes to 2-1. Cooper Witten 1 for 3, singled in the third, stole second base. Picked off on a great looking play. That was by Blake Stavros. 2-1, oh, missing ball 3. Witten ahead in the count. Go ahead run in scoring position for Portland. Simon set, 3-1 on the way. Misses outside, ball 4, throw down to third. The throw would have been in time, but it was the far side of the bag. Are we giving Nushida stolen base on that, Gary? Thank you.
Itsuki Takemoto.
So Witten aboard with a walk. And that brings up Itsuki Takemoto. Runners on at first and third. Simon creating a little bit of a jam for himself here in the 7th. Pitch on the way. Outside, ball 1. Pitch coming in at 78 from Spencer. Stares in at his catcher, glances over at first. Set at the belt, 1-0 on the way. Swung on it, a bouncer towards second base. Fielded by Martin to first, the only play. 4-3 the put out on Takemoto, but another run comes in to score as Draven Nushida gives Portland the go-ahead. Wait. And that's a walk-off as we're only going 7 innings. Itsuki Takemoto with the walk-off fielder's choice. I'm as confused as you all are. So, your final numbers across the scoreboard here at Walker Stadium for the visiting Gresham GreyWolves. 2 runs on 7 base hits and 1 error. For your home team, Portland Pickles, 3 runs on 5 base hits and 1 error. Fans, we are going to shut this stream down, and we will bring the second one back up sometime between 6:45 and 7 o'clock. Hope to see you along then. Thanks for joining us for this one. We'll be back in just a little while from Walker Stadium.
If you'd like to stay for the second.